Hey, what's up guys, it's Alex. Welcome back to the channel. Sorry, I've been kind of gone for a while, but I'm trying to get back onto making more videos and publishing them more consistently. And as you can tell, I'm not at my shop. It's like, what the heck, right? But there is a reason behind it. Would you like to explain why I'm here and where I'm at?
So listen guys, he is in Maryland, in close to Washington DC. This is Chesapeake Bay, and there is not a good person who can wrap in the area. So we had to fly him all the way from California to Maryland so he can do the job.
So I can do this
Yes.
fridge on wheels. Let's call it that.
AC on wheels.
It's AC on wheels. So, and I'm super stoked because it will be my first Cybertruck, and it's not your typical wrap. You know, the color change. We have a whole design. Sir, please.
Sorry.
We have a whole design that's gonna go on the truck, and I'm gonna go over everything what we do with it because it's such a new car. So I'm pretty sure there are not much on it yet online. So I'm try to go as much as in detail as I can possibly do. And Umar is gonna help me with everything here, filming, you know, giving me a hand and stuff. And I'm sure this is gonna be such an awesome project in the end. Excited for you guys to see it. Just gonna do a quick walk around for you guys. I've seen them driving around California, like my San Diego area, but I haven't actually came to one and looked at one up close. It's really cool, and it's definitely not something that's like regular car would have as far as the styling and the way it drives. When I drove it out of the garage right here to get everything washed, and what fascinated me is that the wheels turn together, the rears and fronts, and the way it feels driving is so weird, but at the same time so cool. It's like, I don't know, this is like something new. And I know there's a lot of hate going around Cybertrucks and stuff. Yeah, there are definitely some imperfections that I'm gonna point out as far as like bodywork. And I understand that's like a first edition of them. There's like a first batch of them. So those little things gonna be addressed and fixed as far as the production of these things goes.
Okay, Alex, what's happening? What are we gonna do?
First of all, we already just kind of gave it a little rinse. I took off the fender so we can wash off the dust off it, like from there, because it was like pretty dirty inside there. And basically what I'm doing now is just applying some foam and clay bar just to get the deep contamination from the actual surface of the body. And that's gonna make sure we don't have any like dirt specks under there, and the surface is perfectly clean. So since we're in Maryland, we have a lot of bugs on the roads, and this front like bumper area is actually really dirty. Even the clay bar is taking a second to remove the dirt, the contamination that's actually like deep in there, because like those specks right there, those bugs pieces, they don't want to come off that easy. So look right there, you have to actually use a lot of force on them, and then that stuff starts coming off. And like with any job, the preparation is super important, especially with the wrap, because you're basically putting a film over and you want to make sure there is nothing under there, so the finish looks as best as possible.
Finally clean Cybertruck?
Clean Cybertruck. It's actually really cool how it steers with both wheels. It's such a weird feeling.
Yeah.
Versus like a regular car, but it feels interesting and different. And you can tell, like in California, we don't have like on the trucks, we don't have this like little spots, and like I can see this as like oxidation spots, like all those marks, and that's kind of expected from stainless. You can see it everywhere on the panel.
And these are more like bugs, right? That got left over, and
Yeah,
because they've been on the steel for so long, they became the part of it.
they embed themselves.
Yeah.
Embed
like
themselves into it.
like this one right here. If you take a look, like
Yep.
this big one.
That's
So
pretty much what it is.
yeah, like on a camera, it sees like it's a big something sticking out, but if you touch
it's super flat, you don't even know, you don't feel it's there, but
Wow.
visually it's there. So that's why it's a good idea to just have this truck. When you have it, just get it out immediately. That's like the first thing you want to do to it.
Because if you don't, then you're gonna end up with all these spots there, and you cannot even take them off with clay bar or anything.
No. Either just do like a clear paint protection, or just like a color change, or like a color PPF, like anything that goes over the surface and protects it from the nature.
Yeah. Well, nature's everywhere, right? It's
Yeah. So, and other cool thing about Cybertruck is it's probably one of the easiest cars to actually get disassembled and get ready for wrap, because you have a mirror in the back right here. You just have a plastic molding that kind of clips in right here and hides everything. Like, I mean, exposes everything right here. You have just a 335 Torx bolts right there that you gotta remove. And then in the back right there, there is a little door, the plastic door right there that you just pop off. I'm gonna pop it off and pop off right there.
Yep.
Yep, and that's basically all the wiring and the plug you need to undo in order to remove the mirror. That's it. That's like super smart design. That's why I always love Tesla, for how everything is done on their cars and like the simplicity of disassembly. And now it just, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
The mirror's out.
Mirrors out. Super easy. Like,
So-
literally anyone could do.
So this is the plug and the little door. Again, it's right there.
Right
It's
there is the door, and it has a mounted plug. The other side will plug on it, so it's super easy to get it back into.
wow.
So here we just kind of lay down the panel, going for the reference from the picture we have. Kind of get the idea where all the lines need to fall and what body lines we need to use as a reference here. But I think that's about right. The way it's shaped and goes in a straight line right there. So pretty interesting design, and a good thing they gave us like pictures, because without it, it will be so hard to guess where everything's supposed to go. But yeah, that's a pretty nice design right here. Yeah, well, I was saying, hopefully everything falls into place. As far as design, I kind of got everything on point. So here's a kind of preview of what it's gonna look like once it's on the truck. After we got everything cleaned up and I showed you guys how it was looking just kind of mocked up, here's we have one side completely installed. It's actually not as bad as it looks, except the weather is kind of hot outside, so which makes vinyl stick extremely more compared to what it should be under like 70-75 degree room temperature. So I was fighting the material a little bit, but it's not as bad as you know, with some experience, that's kind of things you expect to happen. But overall looks amazing. Like the way everything came out, It just looks super cool. Almost looks like it's a 3D thing on it. You know, it doesn't look like it's like completely flat. It does give us a little bit like more of like a 3D look. It almost looks like it's a real Halo truck. You know, kind of sick. And on the top of that, they have the company name at the bottom right there. That's a real nice extra bonus right there. So pretty cool. We're gonna lay down the second side right now. Everything is prepped, cleaned, and at least I have better understanding of how you wanna lay down the whole panel. Last time we were just like laying it piece by piece. Now I'm just gonna secure the bottom at the back right there, and then we're gonna undo the whole piece and just lay it in one shot. Basically, Umar is gonna be helping me holding the piece right here. I'll be pulling the backing paper off the truck, and from there we're just gonna be going straight over to this side, giving it a nice stretch across the whole truck. And then from there I'm just gonna be laying it down, and we'll see, maybe today I'll be able to tackle the hood as well, or like one of the bumpers. But for tomorrow I'll have just small pieces, and we're gonna throw some paint protection film on the hood and on the front bumper for the extra protection from wherever is gonna be flying at it. And also there will be ceramic coating applied on the top, just for the ease of cleaning, and especially all the bug stuff that happens here and just gets stuck to the front when you drive. So it'll be much easier, more convenient to wash the whole thing. The truck is really getting close to being done. Also, customer requested me to do the paint protection film on the hood and on the bumper area. So that's what I'm showing you right now. And actually everything as far as body lines are lined up right there. And everything lined up right here at the front. Like especially if you come right here, you can see the line perfectly follows where it needs to go. Same goes to the other side, but it's slightly looks off because the way the fender is much higher of a gap versus the hood, where right there the hood is actually higher than the fender. So that's kind of expected from Tesla. A lot of Teslas, when they just brand new, they come like new models, they come a little with some imperfections, and they fix them over the years of you know, being produced. So it's no big deal, but overall truck is for the most part is finished. I already put the moldings on, just need to throw the rubbers in, put the mirrors back in, and throw the piece of a paint protection film on the front right here, and we can get it outside and start taking some cool pictures and videos. And I'm gonna show you guys the final result once it's all done and it's outside in the sun. But I can tell you right even now it looks amazing. Like, it's a pretty crazy design for Cybertruck, and I think this is gonna be like one of the coolest one in the whole state and states around it, because it's like there are not too many of them to start with, and just this design looks crazy. And here it goes, that's a reveal time. The Cybertruck is finally done and it looks awesome. This is actually, I think, the best you can like probably do for it. Like, as far as thematics and how the graphic looks, it just fits it really well with all the futuristic like look of it, and just body features, how like flat and slightly curved it is, almost like a pyramid in a way, you know. I'm looking at it and I really love it. I really love it. I'm proud of this work. It came out real nice. I'll show you guys in a second. Now you saw everything that we've done in the last 2 days. Me and Umar did a crazy amount of job. He was helping me a lot with everything. I think I wouldn't be able to do any of that by myself, especially laying the big pieces on the side. As you saw, we did all one piece, literally the whole side, and that's pretty interesting piece. You know, I've done bigger stuff, but like not as like as this big. And normally it was like trailers and stuff that you just kind of lay vertically, so it's a bit easier. But that's a cool experience. I'm super thankful that, you know, life gives me opportunities like this, and really happy I could show it to all of you guys, and you just like, you know, you went through all of this with me. Super thankful, and you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you next time.